Joining us from Washington, D.C. is Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation. Always good to see you, Margaret. Let's talk about these security clearances. We know that the president revoked the clearance for the former CIA director this week. And then there was this letter from all of these other former intelligence community members saying, revoke ours as well. This is all remarkable back and forth for a president and the intelligence community. What's going on here?
No, you're right. And just in the past 30 minutes or so, we saw more signatories come forward. You now have around 60 individuals who worked for the CIA, not all of them directors, but some of them coming out and saying we want to take a stand here because they are warning that this is very dangerous for America to begin to have the president decide or establish some kind of political litmus test to allowing intelligence officials to continue to do their work and have that full security clearance. Because what was happening here with the decision to revoke that of former Director John Brennan really seemed to be based on his political statements when he was a private citizen, not when he was in office. And as the president said on the record, that this had to do with the Russia investigation that is ongoing. So the idea that it's politically motivated is what is so troubling to the intelligence community and has led many of them to speak out saying they don't personally agree with John Brennan's opinions, but they think it is wrong to start doing this.
Margaret, let's talk about Omarosa Manigault-Newman, Trump's protege, his friend turned foe. She's been making headlines with more releases of tapes that she illicitly recorded in the White House with the president and others. How is this going to change the White House long term?
Well, it really won't have much of an impact politically, but it does have an impact in terms of the communications office really scrambling to try to respond to the unknown, which is what else has been recorded surreptitiously inside the White House or even during the campaign, which is what this former high-level White House official had access to. It wasn't clear to many White House correspondents like myself the role that Manigault-Newman played within the Trump administration, but it is clear she had a direct line to the president, recorded her conversations with him. And so that unknown carries a lot of anxiety for many still in the White House. It also raises questions about why she was given a job and a security clearance in the first place.
Margaret Brennan, live for us in Washington. Margaret, thank you.
And join Margaret for Face the Nation. She'll focus on the upcoming midterm elections with her guests Sunday morning at 10:30.